Book of Romans chapter 11 verse 1. I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 1 is that the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he did not cast away his people. Okay? His people are still here today, okay, walking the earth. And what you see in front of your screen, it's just more evidence of our history, our culture, our heritage. Okay? I don't know if brothers done lessons on this. I just saw this today, and I'm pretty sure brothers seen it, because that's the beauty about, okay, this thing of ours, man. Brothers are watchmen. They be watching, they be reading articles, they be finding videos, all right, just to prove who we are and to prove, okay, that the Lord's words, all right, are the truth. 1948 official. Turkey agrees to return ancient Hebrew inscription to Jerusalem, right? And when you look at these ancient Hebrew inscription, it's ancient Paleo-Hebrew, okay? So the fact that these writings are real, okay, and they're being discussed in these latter days just proves that the Lord has not cast off his people. We're here today, okay? So when you Plantation Christians open up that Bible and you start reading about King David, King Solomon, here, King Hezekiah, all right? You're reading about our history, all right? Our forefathers, okay? And that's why I brought out, again, the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 1, and so beautiful how the blue letter Bible said, Israel's not cast away. Ooh, oh, yeah, man. We're here, baby. We're remembering ourselves, and this is how we know we're at the end. That's why the world is in the condition it's in, because it's time, man. It's time for the Israelites to be delivered, those that believe, all right, and that's the elect. Romans 11 and 1, again, I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. Right. No. The Israelites are still here. All right. The bloodline, the royal bloodline. Okay. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Right. Notice how Paul, okay, breaks it down. He's part of the 12 tribes. All right. So what we're saying is the truth, because we always bring about, okay, on the highways and byways, who are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Who make up the 12 tribes, right? That's why we have a sign up, okay? According to Ezekiel 37, all right? So now let's jump down to the NLT and NIV version for you Plantation Christians out there that have this version, all right? Because it seems like you forgot this particular verse in this particular chapter. NOT version. I ask then, have God rejected his own people, the nation of Israel? Of course not. I myself am an Israelite, a descendant of Abraham, and a member of the tribe of Benjamin. Woo! NIV version. I ask then, did God reject his people? By no means. I am an Israelite myself, a descendant of Abraham, from the tribe of Benjamin, all right? So there you go, man. It's all about Israel. It always is, it always was, and always will be, okay? Now, it's beautiful to see stuff like this because, all right, we're seeing the knowledge of the Lord being manifest, okay, throughout the world, okay? And the Lord set up, okay, certain men to bring this information out, all right, to tell the world, okay, This is why these events are happening in your lifetime. Now, let's get the book of Habakkuk. Chapter 2, verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Let me read that one more time. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Right. And by those artifacts being, discussed in these times, all right, is proving that the Lord knowledge is being shown throughout the world, that he does have a chosen people, that he did not break the covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he gave us an inheritance. And we're here to tell the world that the Lord's coming to save us, the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of today, as well as the Israelite foreigners that are scattered among the nations that even look like the other nations. Because you're going to have Israelites that are going to look like so-called white people, so-called Chinese people, so-called Filipino, so-called, Arab, so-called East Indians, so on and so forth, All right, because when they hear this word, it's going to resonate with them, all right? The knowledge of the Lord, Because, you plantation Christians can't negate history, man. You cannot, hide this. All right, that's why you notice, man, clowns like Vocab Malone and Jesus is the retard and James the Edomite White, they don't talk about stuff like this, all right? Because it damages, that BS doctrine of plantation Christianity, man. All right, these are these body shots, man, spiritual body shots to your freaking spirit, to your rib cage. All right, let me bring this out, all right? Because I did say, man, going into these types of articles, man, this is uplifts the hopeful elect wherever they're scattered at. Let me get Romans 8. Romans chapter 8, verse, is it 6 or is it 16? Wow, I got a good memory. The water Yabashimi Al-Shai. It's not. The water Yabashimi Al-Shai. Romans 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Right. And when brothers bring out lessons like this, all right, it lifts up the spirit of the believers, wherever they be scattered at, whatever they may look like, But when they see articles like this, they're like, yes, I am an Israelite, And I am happy to confess and say it to the world, Which I'm going to get Tobit chapter 13, verse 3. Bear with me. 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together, right? And by the Lord waking us up to this truth, there is a balance. Yes, we're suffering. Yeah, we're going through hard times. Yes, we're going through affliction, especially with this whole inflation and the cost of living. But guess what? We're also being glorified by the Lord, man, by bringing us out, man. We're really giving, the whole world a spiritual check through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, letting them know that what you're reading about our book, You're reading our history, our culture, Our heritage, our inheritance. When you open that book, you're reading about us. Remember that, Let me get Psalms. Then we get Tobit 13, but I want to bring this out too. Psalm 94, verse 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh, and teaches him out of thy law. Right, and the Lord, has chastised us. All right, we had to, basically the Lord gave us a spiritual basic training, breaking us down to build us up, man. All right, to be rooted in his word, and it teaches him out of thy law, right, out of thy law. Let me get milk scripture. Psalm 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Boom, that's it. Okay? Case closed. All right? You plantation Christians, you don't know what you're talking about. All right? That's why Paul said what he said. Okay, has God cast away his people? Israel? God forbid. All right? 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, right? None of you heathens have no rights to this book, man. Okay? And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Right. That's why we can say confidently on the highways and byways, you heathens are going into slavery. Okay? Because you don't know the judgments. If you knew the judgments of the Lord, you wouldn't have done to us what you did. You wouldn't have for the affliction, especially you Edomites. Okay? Period. But you fucked up. All right? You should have shut the internet down. You should have just shut the fucking internet down. You fucked up, Esau. Stupid. All right. Last one. And I'm going to close it out. All right? Because this is what we're commanded to do. That's why we're on the highways and byways. That's why we preach the words of Yahweh Bashem El Shai in truth. Okay? With confidence. Okay? Tobit chapter 13, verse 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them. 4. Dare declare his greatness and extol him before all the living, for he is our Lord and he is the God, our Father forever. Right. And that's what we're doing on the highways and byways. That's why we also push out these videos. All right. Declare and extol Yahweh Bashem El Shai. All right. Tell the world, yes. Okay. The reason why we forgot who we are, because that was going to be part of the curses. All right. That we were going to lose our identity, our heritage, our custom, our belief. Okay, of who we are at a certain point. All right. And then in the latter days, the Lord is going to put the Spirit on certain men, women, and children that were going to believe, okay, in this truth. And here we are. All right. That's why, hey, we're the most hot topic. Okay. And why is it there's a media blackout on us, huh? Why isn't Fox and CNN talking about us? All right. They always want to talk about something trendy. Interesting. 5. And he will scourge us for our iniquities, which he has, and will have mercy again, which he's doing now, that we're able to remember ourselves, able to believe on this truth, all right? And we got to praise Yahweh Bashem El Shai that he gave us this faith, all right? Because, hey, if you understand the scriptures, we were predestined from the beginning, okay? And you got to acknowledge that. You got to, okay, believe that, hey, the Lord didn't open my heart and mind to this truth to make me believe unless he wasn't dealing with me, okay? And you got to understand that. You got to have confidence in that. And will gather us out of all the nations among whom he hath scattered us. There you go. And that's what's coming. The great deliverance. The great deliverance. Okay? Psalm 94 and 14. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. All right, and I'll close out with this one. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Right, you heathens work for us. You're our inheritance, okay? The Lord made you to serve us, okay? That's good stuff, man. That's the opposite stuff, all right? 9, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Right, there you go. Okay, because that's what the Lord said for us. He's like, the inheritance I'm going to give you are these people. Okay, these heathens, these Edomites, these Moabites, these Ammonites. All right, these all these nations that came out of Japheth, all these nations that came out of Ham. All right, they're for you. They're for you to do as you please in righteousness, okay? Just like you have these Edomites, they have us in subjection, but they're not righteous, okay? But the point is, we serve them, right? Who's getting up early in the morning to make sure that these Edomites, okay, can enjoy, all right, their comfortable, wicked kingdom? Us, all right? That's why they wait on us, okay? We have to wait on them hand and foot, right? We have to, all right, push their paper. All right, if you work in a restaurant or whatever, serve them while they get to eat and get fat, all right, and sloppy looking. But there's going to be a role reversal and it's happening. And that's what we're telling our people, man. Get your head out of plantation Christianity, okay? The Lord is dealing with us, okay? The Israelites. You got to acknowledge that, all right? We got the truth through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? And with these articles, it just proves that, hey, the Lord is letting us know that, hey, okay, what you're doing is the right thing, okay? Because how do you talk around this to you plantation Christians? How can you talk around this history, all right? Our heritage, our custom, our belief, our inheritance. You can't, man, okay? So with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles. Okay? And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray with your head covered. Shalom, and a Bible boss.